Hello and welcome to day 5 of Pedro and Pals road trip to Andorra. We are finally in Andorra and today we are doing a really exciting lane, which is the highest lane in the whole of the Pyrenees, and it's about 2,600 meters above sea level. So I think at that altitude, Pedro the Panda is going to be really struggling, and probably most of the other cars will be as well. Like last time, the T4 will be staying here, and then Jordan and Elise will hop in with one of us. But yeah, really looking forward to trying out this trail. We have woken up to beautiful views. We did hear a helicopter this morning though, rescuing some hikers from up there, so that kind of woke us all up. The trail that we're doing today is called Pic Negre, but like I said, it's the highest trail in the whole of the Pyrenees, so the views from up there should be absolutely amazing. But yeah, we just had breakfast, we're just packing up now, and we're going to head out, top up with some fuel, and then head to the first trail. As we weaved up this incredible mountain road, we eventually got to the end and it revealed some absolutely incredible views. So we are currently 2,000 meters above sea level. Just reached the mountain roller coaster, which we might even try out if we've got time. But Jesus Christ, what a place!
What a view!
We are here. But as soon as we arrived, we were hit with some really devastating news. So there is a big hiccup with our plan. They changed the law in Andorra 6 months ago, and that unless you've got an Andorra registered vehicle, you can't access Pic Negre through Andorra, so through that gate there. So he said that there's another route that we can try, and they may let us in. So that's what we're going to try now. Beautiful place though. After looking at the map, we found that the only other possible entry to this trail was around 2 hours away. But then we found a cross-country route which would take us through the mountain region, and that should only take us around 1 hour. So we all decided that would be the best possible option, and along the way we would see some absolutely breathtaking views. So following the sat-nav to try and find the other entrance to this trail, we have stumbled upon another incredible trail that we've been on for almost an hour now. And we are in the absolute middle of nowhere, and the views are incredible. It's just been off-road gravel and rocks for mile after mile after mile, weaving up this mountain. This is just spectacular. As we continued following this trail through the mountains, the terrain got rougher and rougher. As we worked our way along the trail, jostling between the Spanish and Andorran border, the views became even better. Cue the rubbish royalty-free music. It's mad. Well, we've been off-roading now constantly for a couple of hours, and we finally reached a point where we can go no more. And although it is disappointing we couldn't do the Picnorea trail that leads us to the top of that mountain, these trails have still been absolutely breathtaking. And we didn't quite get to 2,600 meters, but we got to 2,500. So that's still good going. So just having a little spot of lunch, head back down the way we came, and if we can find any other little bits to do, we will. But it's been a bittersweet kind of day. Like I said, it's a shame we couldn't do the lane we came here to do, but also what we've seen today has just been absolutely breathtaking, so can't really complain. After our lunch, we turned around and head back the way we came. And I have to say a big thanks to Les for risking his life again to get some great action shots. The rough terrain was taking its toll on Pedro the Panda, and it developed a slight knocking noise from underneath. I chose to ignore it and continued. Four hours later, we were back at where we started, just at the entrance of Pic Negre, and we thought we would try a challenge and see who could make the biggest splash through a puddle. So Loza lost that race, yeah? Well.
One is the best off-road.
Well, apparently not.
It's not the fastest. It's not the fastest.
After we finished being children, we did the last section of the trail and headed back towards the main road. Although at this point the noise coming from Pedro was getting worse and worse, and I thought the curse of the unreliable Japanese off-roaders was starting to rub off on Pedro. As we worked our way back down the mountain road and arrived back at the campsite, the cause of the noise on Pedro became apparent. A rear damper bolt had snapped, and it was causing my damper to be flapping around all over the place. I have an issue. My shock absorber has said snapped. Very nice. I like. And the cause of this, I'm blaming Jamie, my mechanic, who fitted my suspension lift kit, and it was definitely not Pedro the Panda's fault. Anyway, luckily we had a spare bolt, we put it back in, and then Pedro was back in fighting order. But later this evening, we had one of the most pivotal points of the whole trip. It was the Grand Tour's last ever episode, so we all sat down, put the projector on, ordered some pizza, sat back, and enjoyed the show.
Botswana and proved it was the ideal car for Africa.
But it broke down all the time.
Thank you for watching part 5 of Pedro and Pals' road trip to Andorra. In part 6 we'll be leaving Andorra and heading into northern Spain, where we're going to try and find this amazing looking reservoir. Thank you very much for watching.